police brutality, but God. As a former law enforcement officer, it would be completely negligent on my behalf to stand before you and claim to have all the answers to solve the out-of-control ratchetness of police brutality against mostly unarmed black men in America. For more than 400 years, people of color have been given band-aids to treat our gunshot wounds, but God. Police and brutality are two words that should not coexist in the same sentence. Yet, in 2020, police brutality in its most disrespectful form reared its ugly head in the midst of a worldwide pandemic and economic crisis. But God. Unfortunately, the conversation of police brutality has been quietly brushed under a dusty rug amidst a pile of restless lies. But time has taught us over and over again that a lie cannot live forever. God has an everlasting light that snuffs out darkness wherever it tries to hide. Police brutality is a reality that carries on this angry whip that's stamped and stained with our ancestors' blood. But God, I must be responsible and recognize that not all police officers are corrupt. There are good and bad people in every profession. Whatever you do, I simply ask you to serve and protect all people, not serve some and neglect others. Police brutality is a difficult subject, but most certainly a matter that should be and need to be discussed. This is not a new problem, but police brutality is an issue that many refuse to address. But God, the year of 2020 has been rough within itself. And then to compound the problem, police officers have killed about 192 blacks who were mostly unarmed. A vaccine has been discovered for COVID-19 to help flatten the curve of infection. But when will a vaccine become available for prejudiced police officers who securely hide behind their badges? Who will stand and call out a wolf who's in sheep clothing? Who will stand and call out the wolf that's in sheep clothing? I encourage everyone under the sound of my voice to know your rights and get involved. Your closed lips cannot create an open conversation. Many of us have marched and we've punched our fists in the air, saying we shall overcome, and we purchased our Black Lives Matter t-shirts. But I must ask you, now what? Now what? Now what? Don't allow this moment to die, along with the other 192 lives already lost to injustice. Continue to uphold your end of responsibility and create roundtable discussions with our local leaders whom we have elected into office. Flood their mailboxes with petitions and demand to hear their solutions to this problem of police brutality. We've come a long way, yet we must keep moving. The bell has not rung, so you must keep fighting. You must keep swinging, but God. We extend our condolences to the many families who've lost their loved ones at the hands of police brutality. Some names like Breonna Taylor and George Floyd stand bring to our attention in our minds. But let us not forget those who we rarely hear their names called or announced publicly. In honor of them, I will announce just a few as I respect your time. Jamari Tovar, Tina Davis, Tyree Davis, Brandon Roberts, Kwame Jones, Michael Lee, Claude Fain III, Earl Facey, Ryan Sims, and Kanisha Fuller, but God. Darius Washington, Vincent Harris, Rashid Morman, Philip Jackson, Brandon Garner, Yassine Muhammad, Willie Qualls, Joshua Ruffin, Maurice Gordon, Skylar Young, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But God, but God, but God.
Just in case you didn't know, that was the Reverend Farmer-Tolbert